It's like two pool floats colliding. You'd need a spotter. What makes Christina's case so uniquely bizarre is that it's not a medical disaster. She had no major health complications, no infections, no ruptures, no emergency rooms. It's a disaster of aesthetics and psychology. She intentionally, deliberately, over the course of years, engineered a look that most of the world finds grotesque, but in her mind, it's fantastic. She had no plans to stop either. She wanted to go even bigger, to fully become the real-life Jessica Rabbit. It's a bizarre testament to the power of body dysmorphia. She looked in the mirror and didn't see a surgical disaster. She saw her ideal self. Farrah Abraham. Farrah Abraham, of MTV's Teen Mom fame, is no stranger to the surgeon's chair. Breast augmentation, facial work, fillers, she's been through the catalog. But in January 2015, at the age of 23, she decided to level up. Instead of her usual temporary lip fillers, she opted for a more permanent lip implant. A real, solid implant. What could go wrong? Well, pretty much everything. Shortly after the anesthetic was administered, her upper lip had a massive allergic or inflammatory reaction and swelled to a comical, horrifying size. It ballooned outward, dwarfing her lower lip entirely, twisting her mouth into a bizarre, painful-looking duckbill. It looked like she'd been stung by 1,000 bees, or lost a fight with a vacuum cleaner. A plastic surgeon, Dr. Anthony Yoon, later explained that lip tissue is extremely reactive, and the combination of the implant trauma and the medication likely triggered a severe inflammatory response. And here's where Farrah earned some respect. Instead of hiding, she leaned into it. She immediately posted photos on social media, comparing herself to Turanga Leela, the one-eyed character from Futurama, and slapped the hashtag botched on everything. She owned the disaster. She turned her face into a viral meme before anyone else could do it for her. She ended up in the emergency room, of course, but not before the internet had already made her the poster child for lip procedures gone wrong. The irony is just perfect. A reality star, already famous for her cosmetic procedures, tries to get a more permanent, more refined look, and ends up with a temporary but incredibly extreme disfigurement that made her look less like a model and more like a Looney Tune. Jocelyn Wildenstein. Jocelyn Wildenstein is the final boss of plastic surgery disasters. She's not a case of one botched procedure. She's the accumulated result of decades of them. A Swiss-born socialite who married into a billionaire art-dealing family in New York, she became globally infamous for her surgically altered, feline-like face. The tabloids nicknamed her Catwoman, and the name stuck like one of her many, many facelifts. Over the years, she underwent an almost endless list of procedures: facelifts, brow lifts, blepharoplasty, cheek implants, lip injections, chin work, reportedly to achieve a more cat-like appearance that her ex-husband, billionaire art dealer Alec Wildenstein, allegedly adored. He must have been a very, very big fan of cats. Like, a suspiciously big fan. The kind of fan that makes you wonder what's going on in that mansion. The cumulative result was a permanent, mask-like expression. Her skin was pulled so taut it looked like it might snap. Her eyes were stretched into narrow slits. Her cheekbones were so prominent they could cut glass. She became a living caricature, a walking punchline for every plastic surgery gone wrong list ever written. But the psychological layer is what makes this case truly fascinating. Jocelyn has always, consistently, denied being addicted to surgery. She insists she's simply aging well, and that her look is the natural result of her Swiss heritage and high cheekbones. Swiss heritage? What, are they part lion over there? Is that a thing? It's a level of denial that is almost as staggering as the surgery itself. The ultimate irony is that she allegedly did all of this to please her husband, to keep him attracted to her. But the marriage ended in a messy, high-profile divorce anyway. The husband left, the face stayed. She's a living monument to the idea that money can buy you a new face, but it can't buy you a happy ending. Emmeline Nguyen. This last one isn't funny. There are no jokes here. This is a tragedy. In August 2019, 18-year-old Emmeline Nguyen walked into Colorado Aesthetic and Plastic Surgery for a breast augmentation. It was supposed to be a routine procedure, something thousands of young women do every year. She was healthy, she was excited, and she trusted the people in that room to take care of her. She was put under anesthesia by nurse anesthetist Rex Meeker. And then, for 15 minutes, she was left completely unobserved. No one was watching her vitals. No one was in the room. When Meeker and the surgeon, Dr. Jeffrey Kim, returned, Emmeline's lips were blue. Her face was blue. The discoloration was spreading across her entire body. She had gone into cardiac arrest. They resuscitated her. Then she arrested again. A second cardiac arrest. And then, for 5 hours, they did not call 911. 5 hours! An 18-year-old girl had 2 cardiac arrests on their table, and they sat on it for 5 hours before calling an ambulance? My God! By the time she finally